you know what? It doesn't matter what your ability level is. You need to do the best you can do because it's God's will. Number 2 in this verse, that ye may put to silence. Okay? This is to silence the world. The world would have you think that somehow being a Christian is secondary, that you can't be the best at what you do if you're a Christian, that you have to capitulate to them. I'm sorry. I don't believe that's what it means at all. I believe being a Christian means that we should demonstrate that there is a better way. And that way is by admitting that everything we do is to serve Him. And so the first reason that we need to do well is it's God's will. And the second reason we need to do well is to silence the world. The third reason here, to put to silence the ignorance of foolish men. You know what? We are, as Christians, the servants of God. And because we are the servants of God, we represent someone who is higher. They're higher than the mayor. They're higher than the governor. They're higher than the president or the vice president. We represent God. And when we represent God, no matter where we go, no matter what we do, we ought to do the very best we can. Because that opens up doors of opportunity to share the God we believe in. And that's what He wants. What does the Bible say? Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. The way they differentiate between you and everyone else is by what you do and how you do it. And so my challenge to you this morning is we don't do the good works because it earns us anything. We do the good works because of who we represent, and we want to tell somebody else about Him. And so I'm going to close this morning with a poem that is called Honor by William McGahee. This I ask a learned scholar, Sir, how can I rise to honor? And such was the master's reply, to rise up, live, love, fight, and die. To live, you must be living right, no different in the dark than in the light. And though life's path be full of pain, it's through the path that honors gain. If you're to love, you must see first to that which others need. Second, you must lay down your pride, for love cannot live where it abides. You must fight forever through your strife. You must fight for love, fight for life. You must fight for your lady's hand, and fight to save your fatherland. All living things in turn must die. At death you either stand or fly. It's how you meet the coming night that proves your worth in honor's sight. Now that I've shown you honor's way, keep to its path and do not stray. Heed the words of this meek scholar. This is how you rise to honor. For so is the will of God, that with well-doing you may put to silence the ignorance of foolish men. That needs to be a goal in all of our lives. Following the closing prayer in just a moment, those that are on the Honor Society and their parents and guests will be dismissed first to go over to the gym or the gymnatorium this morning for a brief reception. Do you want them in here or do you want them over there? Okay, so the plan has changed. We'll let Ms. McCarty get her pictures. Matter of fact, if you want to go ahead and get your pictures, and while they're doing that, I've got a few announcements. Today we have an early dismissal at 1:20 because our middle school and middle school teams and varsity girls will be going to Gainesville to play basketball. On Monday, we have our last home games, which will be a 4-game night beginning at 4 o'clock against First Christian, and it is also senior night on Monday night. And then our final games of the season are on Tuesday at the north side and Stark, and that again will be our middle school boys and both our varsity girls and varsity boys. And so we encourage you to come out and support them as they finish up the regular season. Now, as many of you that have been at ball games are aware, we are hosting the Southeastern Christian Conference Middle School Basketball Tournament Friday, February 7th and February 8th, and we encourage you to come out and observe that. But even more so, if you're a parent of an athlete, we want you to be part of that. And so if you have not signed up, if you would, to help in some manner, if your schedule allows you to, we would encourage you to contact the office so that we can get you on the list, or you can tell us when you're available and what you can help us with. Because there's a lot of things that go into a tournament like this. It's more than just providing a venue and concessions. We want people to be able to give direction in the parking lot, and of course there's a lot of logistical things in terms of just making sure the facilities are maintained throughout that. So whether that's cleanup, or whether that's parking lot duty, or whether that's concessions, or whether that's gate, or whether that's hospitality, just little things to try to make it a good experience for everybody, and we would encourage you to be able to participate in that. Also, we did have to make a change of the calendar because of the recent winter storms. Okay, originally we were going to have our annual open house on January 27th, but we could not do that. We decided to move it out, so it is now February 10th. So if you have friends, neighbors, fellow church members, and you want to encourage them to come take a look at Open Bible Christian School, that will be from 4 to 6 on February 10th here at our facilities. And I would encourage you, parents, I can save you money on your tuition. If you refer somebody and they enroll and they stay enrolled, you can get a $500 credit on your tuition for every student that you send that says, hey, so-and-so sent me, and they end up enrolling and staying. And that can save you on next year's schoolwork. And so we have increased that to $500 per new student. So that's our new family referral plan. I would encourage you to take advantage of that. If you're not sure about that, contact somebody in the office and we'd be glad to help you with that. Because if you are having a good experience and you share that with other people, then that can open the door for others to come, and that can grow our school. And we certainly want to do that. Did you get all your pictures? Do you need them all together at one time? Okay. All right. So, after we close in prayer, we will have our Honor Society recipients and their parents dismiss. Everybody else stay in their place. And then after they have had a chance to get over there, we will dismiss everybody else. Again, we appreciate you taking time out of your day to be a part of this and to be a part of Open Bible Christian School. And again, I'd encourage you, for so is the will of God, that with well-doing you may put to silence the ignorance of foolish men.